All right then, welcome everybody to the stream for the evening. Hope we're all having a good old day. Today we have a challenge. Let's put it that way. I want to do there we are, game's working, cool. I wanted today to take Tarbellard, and I realized yesterday, because although I haven't really been playing or streaming much at all, like I haven't really had much free time recently to be doing Ill Omens. I've had a little bit of time. It's normally been about 1 o'clock in the morning that I'm like, oh yeah, I need to do that Ill Omens thing, that I've basically gone, hey, let's go do that. And Feyrand is fine. Feyrand, he will complete it. However, because he is Feyrand and he is not 150, we are not going to be getting the Cloak of Conflict, I think it's called. Not the end of the world. It's obviously supposed to be possible to get after the fact, so I'm not too fussed about it. But Tarbellard, it's a little bit more important. Now, Tarbellard has unfortunately one problem compared to Feyrand. And that is, when I moved to Evernight, I kind of just sort of skipped a bit of content. Like, you know, a decent amount of content. And due to that, I have actually, surprisingly to me even, completed Moria on Tarbellard. However, I have found out that I have not... Sorry, there's something in my keyboard, is trying to get it out. I have not completed Mirkwood, which I'm not actually that surprised about, in all honesty. But due to that, we are a little bit more limited in terms of our skirmishes we're able to do. I hope this key doesn't do anything. Nope, just targets the closest. But due to that, we basically are a little bit limited. There's 4 different sets of skirmishes that you can do in order to do the Ill Omens. And we cannot do one set of them. So what I want to do, we're on 5 out of 10. We have the time, we have the days to do it. That's still fine. And I can still do today's, which we are going to quickly do. However, what I'm going to do is I want to go and just see, obviously being 150, we should be able to do this quite quickly, but I want to complete Mirkwood today. I want to go to Mirkwood and just get through the missions, or through the questing. Hopefully the skirmishes should be quick. The skirmishes I have to do at a minimum level, but I can literally do it at the minimum level, so I can just speed through those. But hopefully we can just get through those, and that means the next, in like 3 days it would be. It means in 3 days I can do the next thingy. Something I'm also tempted to try and do, and I also just realized it means I need to go on Feyrand real quick. Something else I want to do is just test out the idea of taking like a load of my alt Bjornings. I talked about this. My main focus, okay, I've got two priorities when it comes to Ill Omens. First off, I'd like to get the Cloak of Conflict. That would be nice. I'm not as worried about the Tracery token, honestly. I'm not as worried as I was. Cloak of Conflict, it'll be nice to have a sort of best-in-slot cloak at the moment. I've been trying to keep on top of gear, obviously. But,
Did you need something?
let me just buy... I didn't know if it was the Sienna Goat that I needed. Otherwise, I would have just picked it up. Yeah, so the cloak is nice. The Tracery token's fine. Really, the 2 priorities are... finally. 2 priorities are these, so the tomes, that's obviously for Feyrand. And then secondly is getting, getting the cloak, getting the pets. That's really kind of it. I also kind of am tempted to see if I can do the Batwells, like, Batwells. But it's a lot. I know there's not a lot of days left as well, but basically, if you do 100 of them, which then costs so 100. So you got to buy 20 sets, so that's 20. Yeah, 400 tokens. I'd rather these, the pets and stuff. But basically, I wanted to try the idea of taking some Bjornings, and on probably it's like this day is the best one to do it. But basically, let's say I can get 10 per day, or 10 per character per day. Can I just make a character, get him to level 20, and then do the content at the lowest level with an alt helping? That kind of thing. I mean, I can do it with like Afka, as long as it's not Mirkwood or Moria ones. I can do it with like Afka, Reneborn, Palpatine. Unfortunately, Afka is very much leveled up, not through conventional means of leveling through like content at the beginning. It was mostly missions. Reneborn was Valard originally when I moved. Palpatine should have actually got everything done. Palpatine's probably done more content than Tarvelard at this point. And otherwise, it's just a case of, just trying to go through and complete those, as long as it's not the Mirkwood ones. I think what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to get rid of that. We'll go to Karis Galadon, which I should have. Which I don't have. This is good. Okay. Let's just do a little bit of an investigation. Worst case scenario, I end up at the first hall, which I should have, hopefully. I do have the first hall. And then, Mirkwood I don't have. I have discovered Karis Galadon, so I should be able to get there through some method, and basically just start the Mirkwood questing. So let's have a little look inside Karis Galadon. I don't have. Stangard hopefully should be close-ish, or get me closer. I'm hoping. But anyway, I just want to go through, see if I can just get through like super quickly. I think it's a relatively quick book overall in terms of like.
Welcome, my friend.
How come I can go in a Karis Galadon from there, but I can't from the other thing? Is it maybe a quest thing? I don't know. Anyway, point being, I would like to get it done just so I can have that ability with this character to just go through it. And then that means in the future as well, once we're, in the future when it's like Ill Omens again and they add new rewards, then we can just get those. And even if they don't add massively new rewards, we can go for the Batwells then, once all my characters are a little bit more together. Obviously, like, today's one, like, let's actually have a look. Where would it be? Special? No? Skirmish assaults. This one? Let's actually have a look. So defense of the Prancing Pony, 35. Okay. Oh. Thievery and Mischief is 30. Trouble in Tuckborough should be 20. Yep. Siege of Gundamon should also be 20. And then Stand at Amonsul, 25. We have to do 4 of 6. So, presumably, 30 is the minimum level. And then we can just complete them all. It should be good. Now, I need to remember where the book starts. It's not you.
The lady have need of your services.
How have I gotten into there? I mean, through the thingy, maybe, but Eladan and Elrihia. I actually didn't know until just then if you could just skip missions. I presume you have to have done them at least once. I always was under the impression that you had to sort of do them in order, but I guess it sort of makes sense. I think it's down here. Yeah, it sort of makes sense. that it's just, you can do them separately, but it's probably more of a hassle getting to the individual places, that you're better off just doing the mission. Also, Hobbit gift. And they're still wintry. I would have thought that they'd stop being wintry by now. I did also get this yesterday. I think I've already got one of those, so I guess I can put it on. It's bound to account anyway, so not really much I can do. Though speaking of bound to account, if I don't get around to getting some of the pets, there is a high chance that people are going to start selling them. Because I think that's what people do. They go, oh, this is an item that's not going to be here soon. But a lot of people, I think, don't really care too much about cosmetic pets and are willing to, for the sake of money, just be like, yeah, I'm going to go sell a rare, quote-unquote, item and go from there. Where on earth is the epic?
Rested, I
mean, I actually do know it's
Hail, stranger.
one of these guys,
if you
I
are
think.
rested, I have a request of you.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, actually, yeah, wait a minute. Haha! I have been to Mirkwood, and there's two reasons I know that. One, I think I did roving threats. Secondly, getting to northern Mirkwood requires you to do that. But, yeah, we have... I'm not going to do all the side stuff. I am literally going to try my best to just get through this as quickly as possible. Essentially, we are just trying to... where am I going? We are trying to just speedrun Mirkwood, essentially. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, yeah, we'll deal with it. The only thing is I think there's quite a lot of instances, and it can be a bit of a pain. I also have to get used to my my mouse. I had to switch mice because it was starting to get on my nerves. My other one's scroll wheel is completely ruined. Not completely. I think I just have to take it apart and
crossing was a success then.
kind of find out what's going on.
Good. Are you ready to meet the party responsible for bringing Mazog to Dol Guldur?
Siglith and Oradir and the stuff. Hey, Siglith, actually. A blast from the future. Technically. Oh, I clicked out. I forgot that just completely ruins things like this. Hidden God is composed of 5 elves chosen for their skill in various disciplines. Yeah. We know how this is going to go. I think other than a few sort of longer instances, like the Mazog one, should be fine. But also being max level means obviously those will be super easy. Why do I keep running off? I need to not do this as much. It means that just whatever we do is going to be super quick. I do want to actually bring up plans of the Golden Host. Yeah, so there are 18 quests in Mirkwood. 18 epic chapters, whatever you want to call them. A few of them are a bit of a pain. Yeah, really it's just going to be instances and skirmishes that affect us. Radier, what you doing? I was thinking about doing this yesterday, but I did not have enough time. Because although I think it will be quick, it's not going to be super quick. There is still, like, the time sink that you've got to put into the whole thing. Hey, Mazog. I remember you. I defeated you yesterday, kind of, with Feyrand. I did that thing that you're supposed to do. I actually didn't, to be fair, because I just do the Harbingers and then I just skip it. Mazog just saw me disappear in front of him, and that was about the extent of it. Right. So let's actually have a look. So we're on this instance. Then we get a normal quest, then an instance again. Which I think is the... Like... No, it's not. I was about to say, is it the one with Radir? Then you... So chapter 1, chapter 3, chapter 8, chapter 10. Then we have a skirmish, then 2 skirmishes, then an instance on chapter 16, then instance, then instance. Oh yeah, instance at 16, instance at 17, skirmish at 18. Very skirmish heavy. I'm sure it's supposed to be like, oh, well, there's a lot of repeatable content. We love repeatable content, but skirmishes, not really. Like, the only thing I think I'll particularly, like, benefit from it is... Oh, I get rep. The only thing I really benefit from it is...
The success of the Hidden God's errand will depend, I think, upon secrecy.
I at least get to get the like, encounter deeds, but honestly, I won't even do those, really. I actually wonder, if I had done this yesterday, would I'd obviously have to run the instances on level. But I would surely be able to actually, like, do the ill omens during, I'm guessing. So I've definitely been in Mirkwood because I've got Beast Slayer. And I don't think I've got that much from Beast Slayer from... Oh, do you know what it is? It's probably Warg Pens. Because those should count as... Do they count as beasts? Yeah. I've killed 167 wargs and 167 beasts. I have a sneaking suspicion that that may may have been Warg Pens. Right. That's fine. I'm not going to say it wasn't that, because that was definitely, for a while, pretty much the predominant way of me leveling stuff on my ults. Not really on here. I've never really... I've never taken, like, Zir and then power level on this account. Never really been my thing. I think it was just getting out the ults. I will need to go here with Reneborn as well soon. Maybe it's worth unlocking those. Because I still need a Reneborn to get his Prospector up. Right, hopefully, there's nobody really around. I don't know. I was about to say I don't really know why people would be around, but maybe people have similar ideas to me right now, where it's like, hey, I should probably unlock those instances for them ill omens things. I think I'm right in thinking this one should... Yeah, okay. It's been a while since I've done this content, but I do still remember it for the most part. Right, I need one more guy. There we are. Now, do I have... This is a very obvious other question. Do I have... Probably not, because I've only just become known to the Merc... the... whatever. What is it? The Maladrim? I need to make sure if I can, grab the travel skill. Because that's definitely something I want to do better at, which is getting... ideally all of the available travel skills on this character. Because obviously the benefit of Hunter is you can take them with you. Warden has less, and also you can't take people with you. Eventually, I'd like to get the 5-minute cooldown on Tarvelad as well, but I don't think it's as big a deal because of the whole guide thing. But there are a couple of all good ones where you can only get
let me see what you have found.
Thingies, whatever they're called. Return skills.
At last, someone who will listen to me.
Mazog
I didn't say I'd listen to you. I just said... I don't even know what I said. I don't really tend to know.
Radir has planned a course through Mirkwood that avoids some of its overt dangers. The Hidden God departs for Radir's course through the Drownholt at midnight.
The first leg of the Hidden God's journey will take them through the treacherous fens of the Drownholt, a perilous road, but a necessary one when secrecy is so highly prized.
Use the banner. I need morale support. I wonder if it's percentage. It isn't. If it was percentage based, I actually wouldn't matter, but Would have been more interesting. Basically, just gonna spam the 2 key. That's pretty much it. Secure his shackles. Mazog, you're so lucky that I need you alive. I would hate to leave you behind alive. I don't know if this affects... Yeah, just remove... So one of them makes you bleed. But I think it's literally just a run speed debuff. So it shouldn't actually matter to me as much. Because that's actually something that's non-leveled. So it could actually be affecting us. But because we got run speed. What, an extra 15%? Because it's a difference if it sets or just minuses. If it sets our run speed, I don't think our addition does anything. Where's... Okay. What if I just let Mazog die? That would be better, right? Surely. That's what we want. My captors are weak from battle. I want to work out how much my health goes into his. Obviously, you know, I'm saying this stuff and it's very obvious that it's supposed to be level 61. So, like, 90 levels away. So, of course, I'm not going to struggle, but... And you can definitely bet that I am... running skirmishes at the lowest level possible. I just want to have a look at the epilogue, because I don't know what the epilogue gets you. So, epilogue, there's quite a few epilogue quests. We only get 5 lottery points. Hastener of Fate. I don't think I've even done that on Feyran, so I definitely need to get that done at some point. I don't know which ones I haven't done. I think I've not done Sigilith's Knives. I don't think that affects anything when it comes to Umbar, but if it does, I'm a little bit worried when it defines that. Because obviously anything related to Horn is decided at the Battle of Pelennor Fields. So if that's where they decide it from, like if I get to a certain point in the game and it's decided, oh, you haven't done that quest. But hopefully anything Umbar related otherwise, if there are any differences between dialogue, are decided sort of when we get into Umbar, because we should have done everything at that point, for the most part. What can you do for me, Sigilith? Speaking of you, the weirdest thing with her is like you get her knives as like the reward, right? So there was like talk about her knives, and I was like, no, but I have them technically. More creepers. Well, there's one dead. I should be yellow line and just do a load of traps. That would actually be a great idea. Surely there must be more of you. Come feed on my captors. Sorry. Your captors are too strong. Right, and he's gonna run away. Quickly follow Mazog through the swamp. It says follow. I read it as race. I grow tired of planning your demise and all those of all elves. I just want to get there. You know, it's body an elf before a stagnant pool. No! Okay. I thought I failed. Radit was dead via Mazog, but I remember now. We're fine. And jump. Well, I'm far enough away from him that I can't select him anymore. So I think we're fine. I think we were fine anyway, but I still think we have to wait for him. I don't think he, like, teleports or anything. Might be worth checking. Just keep an eye. Well, okay. I didn't need him. Not needed. Ooh. The Bleak Cellar. And a very, very shiny wall. And here as well. I feel like that's just not done. Oh, it reminds me of what I was going to test out today. I was going to try something out earlier, and I totally forgot to. Oh, I just realized. No, I think we're fine. Something might just pop up and get me to beep. Oh, no, we're good. Boom. I don't know my password for this thing. Give me a sec. Give me one moment. God. How dare there be two-factor authentication on things? It's ridiculous. I don't know if it's on here. There it is. Right. Anyway.
I do not know what we can do.
Right.
I know
we
Radia
good.
would be wroth if we were to abandon hope.
Where am I going down here? Okay, so we're in the... It's quite a jump, to be fair. You go here, you go back to Lothlorien, sort of. And then... Well, yeah, you go back to Lothlorien. And then, yeah, we end up sort of halfway through the map. And then skirmish. So strike against Daninglaw. Level 60, so let's run that at the lowest we can. Speed on through. Super speedy. And hopefully 0 issues. And the good thing about striking against Daninglaw is you can skip a decent majority of it. So that's also definitely something that we are going to take into account and advantage of. Do kind of wish I was a bit more AoE though. I do obviously have an AoE attack or 3, but it's not really something I can just use multiple times close to each other. But I can do that. That also is a thing. But yeah, with this one, much like with Tuckborough as well, which is maybe why I won't say I particularly like this instance. It is what it is, but you can skip the counter attacks pretty easily, and same with Tuckborough, and it just means it's a lot quicker, especially when we're here for, you know, just getting through it. Unfortunately, if you're too quick, you can hit the first counterattack. Right, there we are. An elf scouting horn for find the horn and respond. Oh. I'm not really that fussed about encounters though, as I sort of said earlier. I don't even think striking against Daninglaw is part of the thingy. Is that right? I actually don't know. What are you doing? How dare you? There is a treasure cache up here. I don't know if I picked it up. Haha. Save me the effort later. And I got shoulder pads. Which... Oh, thankfully they actually... Okay. So it doesn't scale to your level. It does scale to your level, but not the scale of the instance. Will, vitality, fate. Thing is, at this level, it's really not like... I don't think at any level I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get treasure cache armor. But sometimes, you know, you get something and it's like, oh, it's an offhand that I can use.
Tarnanglor is ours, and it is to be hoped the Merivile will not return.
Hopefully. Oh, I should probably definitely 100% get this. Not that I can really do much, like swift travel. Because of the way Mirkwood and
our situation here is little
such
changed.
works.
I worried that the Greyhammers would be a problem, but what could I say about it?
What could you say about it? Nothing. Don't say a thing about the Greyhammers.
My brothers have up and gone missing in the swamp.
Oh, I genuinely forgot this was part of the epic. I thought I was thinking, oh, we've got to go deal with this quest. But I was like, oh no, actually, we don't, because it's just a standard quest. But no, I totally forgot. Well, let's go run about for a bit, shall we? I don't know. I'm not sure if I trust myself with war steeds, that's all. So we are going to just do regular horses. Now, chapter 6 is an interesting one. We'll see how that goes. Ultimately, it's always going to be a lot quicker anyway because of just not being attacked. I think even doing it on level is relatively quick. But when literally nothing wants to even look at you, let alone attack you, then I think we're fine. Oh no, you disappeared. How could you? Am I distance? Like, okay, I wanna check this. So distance imposters are always like a weird thing. I wish there was like a better, like a quality setting to it, you know? Because that's very blocky, and I get it, but like, I wish it was a little bit more, you know, some more pixels. Just like 1 or 2 more pixels would be nice. Quest doesn't really do well for the map, does it? I think they're all by the lake. Or do I have to wait for that guy that I like ran into a minute ago to disappear? Because I just ran away from him. Like if it doesn't trigger that he disappeared, maybe that's something. I find out I just broke the quest. I'll be surprised. It's very on brand for me. Okay, I do not see anybody anywheres. Please no broken anything? Oh. That's what I want. Okay, I broke his reverie. And I need to do Banner first. Okay, somewhere around here then. just go back and forth and just see. Oh. I found you. Please don't be a ghost. That would be rather upsetting. Okay, that's fine. Now I can actually just use my wolf steed because at least it's kind of flat open area. I'm going to have to navigate through trees a little bit, but I can't use dash, can I? Well, okay. It's still faster, just not massively faster, which is a little bit unfortunate. Do we get anything? Don't we get a tracery? We do. That actually surprises me more why I haven't done this on this character then. We get a level 50 legendary tracery. Now, admittedly, that's completely useless to us now. But there was a time where I would have done many things for a level 50 legendary tracery. I wonder if I have a character I want to use that on. I do, but I don't know if I'm going to. I mean, there's a high chance I don't even get... there's a high chance I wouldn't even get anything useful. There's always that chance. So it's like, oh, do you?
This place fills me with uneasiness.
Oops. Nope, wrong one. Hello.
This waiting wears thin. The elves have still not decided which way to go. Someone must
Oh,
take charge.
okay, right.
Will be next winter
Oh
before we
no,
advance a single
I've just
step.
remembered what I'm
Let us
gonna have to
move
do.
directly eastward to Dol Guldur by the straightest way.
We should head south through the stony reaches of Tower Morveith.
The enemy would never expect us to
I'm
take
pretty
the road
sure
through the
this is the one where I
Skirmishes.
have to go to like the spider area, which is fine. It just takes forever. I get like even to this day I get like lost.
Ask 3 elves which way is best to take, and you will receive 3 answers.
Yay. Right. Now, there is a small chance I have a... Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I might have done something sneaky. No, I haven't. Okay. I can't remember. That is Osgallad. I'm pretty sure. Clear. Stable Master. Yes. I'm just gonna stable master to it then. We can chill out for a minute. Don't have to play for a second. Obviously, nothing's going to attack us anyway, but I don't have to navigate through this area, which is always fun. And then, yeah, we've got to do these 3 quests. And the Scuttle Dells, which, I don't know. I haven't actually really been to the Scuttle Dells since the new map. I don't think. Well, like, I've definitely not done this quest since the new map, I'm pretty sure. Feyrand was here before that, I'm pretty sure. And that's probably the last time I did it. So I don't know. Is it going to be easier? Probably not. I don't think it's going to make it easier, but I don't think it's going to make it harder. I think it's literally just going to be the same as it was before. But yeah, the other 2 are pretty simple. It's just this one is... It's not difficult, it's just navigating it. Is the main thing. Oh wow, I also get 300 marks. How amazing. Do you get anything from the epilogues? I feel like the epilogues are where they would hide a tracery item that's relevant. Enhancement runes. Ooh. Scaled enhancement runes. That is a potentially doable thing. Level 50 rare, level 50 rare. Medallions. Battle in the Tower is that one. Okay, so what was Ziggelberg Returned? Just enhanced runes times 4 rare. That could be a thing. I also really regretting picking this this horse. I could have... It's literally a straight line. I could have just done it and probably been there by now. But whatever. It's fine. Okay. Dismount.
Is the road of the Maladthream also that of the Hidden Guard? Should it
Do. This one should be even easier because they won't aggro. Like, they can't detect me, right? I'm pretty sure. I think I've been, like, right in front of them. They've also not, like, noticed me. So I genuinely don't think you can fail this one. But we may find out in a minute when I clearly do something stupid to test. I also, again, think, like, because it spawns the enemies, if I do that, yeah, it doesn't actually have, like, a do not be seen, like, red text thing. It literally just says, do whatever. And then, whoop. Shard of Twilight. Cool. Super easy. Head south. Yeah, what we should do now is try and find out the best way of grinding out a little bit more Ill Omens tokens. I'm not too fussed. Like, if it's an event and it does happen, like, they're not put behind Mithril coins or anything like that. I don't mind if we miss out this year and then have to do it next year or whenever it comes around next. As long as we've got everything unlocked. But it would be nice to just kind of have everything and be like, you know what? I don't have to worry. That's it. You know, we just have to do a little bit next year. And then, you know, do whatever. What am I doing? Pressing all the wrong buttons. I mean, also, the next thing would be like, oh, then we should get it for Tarvelard. What I would like to do is actually with Tarvelard do a retroactive completionist thing. And I think I've talked about it vaguely before. But, yeah, like a retroactive completion thing, which I think is more common for a lot of people. It's like, hey, you know what? I've already leveled this character. Let me go... let me go back now and complete all the deeds and stuff, which is something I do need to, yeah, sit down one day and just sort of, well, not one day, obviously, but just go through. Like, promotion points, not that fussed about because it doesn't give you anything. Same with the quality of mask. I mean, lottery points, I guess, but whatever. Doing these when the anniversary comes along would be pretty nice. I'm actually hoping that by being, hopefully by then, I'm pretty sure it's a guarantee by then, but by being 115 by the time the 10th anniversary comes out, that should sort of coincide with what Endgame was at the time.
The Hidden Guard must find another route.
So we should be fine in that regard. Let's just do that, and then we'll lock those because I should get a few, I think. And then everything else I don't need. Cool. But yeah, I'm hoping on Faerun this year we can get all of them done. At least all 10 years. Because I think that's all that matters on here. No, 11 years. That makes sense. Just a time sink. That's the issue. But yeah, Majestic White Stag. Then we also get the Armor of the Reminiscing Dragon, the Steed of the Reminiscing Dragon. Majestic White Stag for both of those. Is that why I have duplicates on someone? But it's less about these ones and more about, I mean, there's no reason I can't have completed Allies of the King by now, because I think the Volume 3 gift box. Volume 3 gift box. Gives a tracery thing. Yeah, tracery token incomparable. that is bound to accounts. So I definitely should try and get that. I mean, it should be anyway, but it's just the earlier content I've got to worry about. That one I can't do. Shadows of Angmar, I just have to deal with Laoden. This one... No, that's I have to deal with Laoden. This one is something else. That one, obviously, I have to wait for. And apparently, I just haven't done Voices of the Past at some point. That'd be nice to do as well. What else there? Reputation. Reputations are grinds, obviously, but... You know. The grinds are significantly smaller when you are one-shotting everything. And some of them I don't think should be too bad. I really hope that I just get through this one quickly. I feel like I'm on the right path. Hey, but it's not about finding you, it's about finding
Hail
what you
and
want me to
well
find.
met.
Oh
It
wait,
is good to
no,
speak
it's
with
not
an ally
finding
at
something,
last.
it's basically you have to be lucky. And I feel like my luck is terrible when it comes to this stuff. What else is there though? Eriador, I've done like quite a decent amount of Eriador. Yonder Shower I just need to sit down and do one day. Literally will not take long. Sarnor is just a case of right time, right place. Because you've just got to wait, though maybe it's my time to test my theory. Unfortunately, when I originally had my theory idea about Sarnor, it was when I didn't work Wednesdays. And now I work Wednesdays very early in the morning. And I don't really have... Is this person presumably got the same idea as me? Though maybe one day I'll be like, you know what, I'll camp in front of where an enemy should be. Bring my laptop with me. Maybe I'll even do it tomorrow. And then as soon as the server comes back up, that's the thing. It's not like when I get home, which technically is, but it's once the server gets back up. So basically my idea is I want to kill one of the bosses, which has a really long cooldown, a respawn time, and then just like see if the respawn time continues over the downtime, basically. I just don't know if it would. This idea, because then if I ever do Sarnor, I'd be like, this is the best time to do it. But Sarnor's not the end of the world because it's not got anything virtual experience wise. Cardlin is and Swanfleet is always an awkward one because it's just like mostly delvings. Kind of sucks. I need to get D-Tracker up to date because D-Tracker doesn't have a lot of stuff that I've done. Like I've got Bree, I think I've manually put in quite a lot of them, but actually haven't done too much else. Except what I've, manually put in. That's actually a really good thing. So we have the spiders, Slayer, and then we have our mate, so we can actually compare. I think we should be fine though. Where I'm going should end up being the cave full of spiders. So that way, ideally, these guys just drop for me. If not, at least I'm getting some headway into my Slayers. Oh, there's one. And, nope, okay. Please. Hey, thank you. I think one day I did, like, I don't know how I want to do it. So, the issue I have is when Slayers come into the point of it, because it's like a bit of a grind to do Slayers. Obviously, it's like probably the biggest grind in terms of deeds. So I get to Rivendell, all of the troll shows, and I'm like, oh, cool. I have that to grind out. Maybe I should go and do the explorers and stuff for the next one, which then I've got to do treasure hunter, which is fine, and then some of these, which Misty Mountains is a bit of a pain. And I think I just end up like skipping over until I get one that I like, which eventually gets harder and harder. Like I don't really want to do 7 swords, but I should. Hidden Threats of Angmar should do, even though it's not really too beneficial. But But yeah. As I said, it should be a lot quicker. Because we don't have to grind out gear. We don't have to grind out, like, worry about what quests we're doing to get the gear. As long as I get the quest done, the quest deed done, it shouldn't really affect anything. Okey-dokes. You should be right over here.
Let me see.
Nice.
In
And
small quantities, it appears that this venom need not be fatal.
good. That's a very good thing. And then let's just open that. And don't really need that because I've got a whole skill dedicated to that one thing of tracking humanoid enemies, which is great. How many days is on the reward track actually? 21 days, so 3 weeks. And I'm still at 133. Because thing is, I've been doing a lot of underleveled content because I'm doing stuff like this, but I'm also running skirmishes underleveled. Really, I should be doing them on level because they should still be fine at tier 1 solo. And at least getting a little bit more reward. But for me, the reward is the cloak and the tracery token and stuff. Hey, how are we doing? Yeah, the reward is like the tracery token, the cloak, the tokens and whatever. Not for this situation. The reward track stuff. And I just haven't been grinding out reward track for a while.
What can I do?
Right, I am going to go back to here, the Haunted Inn. I did pick up the thing. I'm going to just go back through this. Going to quickly run off for a minute. And hopefully I should be back before we get there anyway. But then we'll continue on with the rest of this.
Impossible!
Impossible!
A weakling like you defeated the Wolf Master?
I know, and I'm going to go defeat Mazog now as well in a bit, like later. But yeah, I'll be back in like 2 minutes. And then we shall probably not be at the Haunted Inn yet, but yeah, back in a moment. All right, we're back, and we're here, which is great. Hopefully not been here too long, but we are currently looking at it a third of the way through, which
Your information has helped me decide
think is pretty
what we must
decent.
do.
Skirmishes should be relatively quick as well, so that's sort of the hope there. So yeah, maybe like 2 hours? I don't know. I'm not going to start a whole like speed running Mirkwood because setup for that would be horrible, to say the least.
One more thing.
But
You must have noticed the
it
feeling
is
of
always quite
dread
nice
that hangs
to
over
know that
Odegain.
I'm being a little bit speedy. Obviously, you know, not getting attacked and one-shotting and whatever being helpful. That's for sure. Don't worry though, my friendly
Ghostly shapes in the half-light.
Maladrim
Just to the edge of
friendos.
sight.
We all good. You don't have to concern yourself with anything. Everything is fine. Do not question it.
I cannot shake the feeling that something is very wrong.
But I definitely need to going back to my whole, not necessarily
We
rant, but
cannot
whole
move
thing
on
about
from Odegain
these.
quickly enough for
I
me.
need to look at the ones that are closest to finishing first, I think. Stuff like on here, for example, we have in Mirkwood itself, Beastslayer and Wargslayer are pretty much one and the same. It would be slightly different, so 174, 182. Literally all I need to do is run like maybe 1 or 2 Warg pens, and that's done. Because that's how it's that high in the first place. But yeah, I just need to run like a couple of Warg pens. I think if I run Warg pens at a lower level, it still counts as well. So that's fine.
There is something about Odegain that makes me uneasy as well. Now that the decision has been made, my mind is more
And then
at
what
ease.
else is there
The Scuttle
that we're
Dells are
close to?
full
Orc
of
and Urg
danger.
Slayer. I'm sure that's
Now,
not
the
that
hidden
difficult to
guard
do.
must
Spider
brave
Slayer,
the
I
dangerous
should.
woods and canyons of the
Hopefully
Scuttle
these
Dells,
count for.
Home to the
I'm not sure.
a brood of venomous
Yeah, they
spiders
count, they're
that
fine.
will brook no intrusion.
What else we got? Dead Slayer. There's an entire area for that. Also, I think a skirmish. Like, there's no way I've done that without some sort of skirmish or thing. Sorcerer Slayer. That one I think is more skirmish based. And Spider Slayer. I keep going out of it, but I keep meaning to like look at other stuff. But yeah, mostly I think the priority is just stuff that has virtue experience that is relatively close to being finished. So this Quests of the Great River is far away from being done. However, to get it, we have to do 4 other deeds. So we get like 10,000 virtue experience out of it, which I think is well worth it. And then if we obviously put on the extra 5% boost for it, I don't see why that can't, you know, sort of start racking up. I really loved this whole like banner support thing during Mirkwood. It's a little bit of an odd one. I'm gonna find see if I can find. I think it's later we see the big old speeder. Which way? This way. He's coming back. It's not safe to scout. Let's just put it that way. Not that way. So we go the other way. We good. Nope, maybe not. That was much too close. Beyond the webs to the northeast. Thank you, doors that are shaped like webs.
I see great webs strung beneath the trees.
Oh, isn't that the whole, like, you know, Galadriel, like, future-telling thing?
A friend in peril, her life's blood mingling with venom and remorse.
You can give me morale support. Heal me. Bum bum. tab until we find an enemy, and then they're dead. With our bestie friend Mazog. What else is there? I mean, Moria is quite a good like area, especially for enhancement runes. Actually, that's a very good point that I keep forgetting to bring up, sort of. But if I can get like Warg Slayer and Spider Slayer, especially if I can do them during instances, you know, that are easily repeatable. I can just change the level and you know, or just switch between two and just get a load of Slayers. They're all pretty good, and then I can just do, you know, get some higher virtue experience, get the enhancement runes as well. Can we see the big spider yet? I can't remember where it is. It's like you click on one of these. Oh no! Whatever happened? Oh, I'm 2 away from not getting, you know, it completely because I've got advanced still. But yeah, I think we're fine though. Like, it's not the end of the world. I'm doing wisdom at the minute, and then it would just be on honesty, and then the rest is just passive morale. Do I think I can get free? I think I'm already free. I don't know if it's the spider webs or the lag that means I can't jump. There we are. Wait, do I have to defend you or do I attack? I don't know. I think if I just run ahead of him. I'm not sure they attack you.
Hunter, even should all your arrows find their marks.
Hey, I am a very good hunter. Thank you very much. It's like a thing. Yeah, if you click there, it's actually down here. That was it. Hey, hey, how are we doing? Oh, he is there. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I was a little bit worried for a second that he was getting attacked and, you know, destroyed by spooters. Right. I was about to say we actually have a while to go, but we don't. Before a new instance. Playing Final Fantasy 14. Nice. I feel like I need to install it eventually. I've been playing a lot of... I haven't been playing too much, but I have been trying to, like, complete some games that I haven't been doing. So basically, I get a lot of the time I get with games, I'll do like 90% of the work of the game, and then I leave the sort of worst parts till the very end, and then I give up. So I've been trying to get myself to go back to a few games and be like, right, I'm gonna 100% complete it. Like I 100%ed Spider-Man the other day.
Though all oppose
That was quite
me,
nice.
I shall slay a single orc should a Suriel die on this ill-omened
Really, when it
journey.
comes to Lotro, my main focus has just been Ill Omens at the minute, and I haven't really been on it that much otherwise, though.
Cannot die. I know of
It would be nice to go back to Final Fantasy 14, though, I think. I think it's just like, it's been so long since I played it, I probably end up having to restart again. That's the only thing. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I don't think I'm too far in. Yeah, just finding one side thing and being like, yep, that's my life now. Yeah, I had an archer or a hunter equivalent, whatever it was. And then if I remember correctly, I made a new character, but I can't remember what they were. Because I was like, I'm going to try something different. And I don't know, I don't have the app. Like, there's an app for it, right? Where you can see your characters. Is it like the Moogle station or something? Or Mog station? I don't know, it's been so long since I've actually logged in. I did, like, non-stop play for a while. Let's see. Oh, is that it? At least it remembers my thing. I can't remember. I know Afka was one. That was the hunter, though. I think it was Afka Ranz. Rahnz. Because I get weird with this. I always get weird when you have to have a surname and it's got to be like Raz. Rahz. So Afka Raz. It says I cannot log into the character. Oh, probably because I'm not like subscribed at the minute. And then Ennis Raz was I don't even know. What was I? I was a thaumaturge. Aphaca. Aphaca, yeah. I also have a really old character, apparently. I don't even remember this. Let's see. Let's see what Afka was. Was a level 9 archer. Which I think I sort of made her, because it's like one that I can't remember. I can't remember what the race is called, but it's like the catgirl race because Ghost was like joking about me making one, so I made one. It's pretty much genuinely the reason that character is that race. Don't know the name of it though. And then Ennis is like what's like the Hobbit equivalent? I can't think of the name of it. Lalafell? Yeah. One of them. I can't remember why. It's just kind of funny that like I don't like making hobbits on here, but I basically made a hobbit on there. It's just Ennis, but I don't know how I change it to be public. I felt like when I had Ennis for eel, like it's just too long a name sometimes. How do I change his thingy? I don't know. Lots of Dennises. Such a unique name. What do you want about? No, I can't remember. I shouldn't jump down there, really, should I? Oh, okay. So I immediately got what I was after, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm a level 9 thaumaturge. I think I had more fun with the thaumaturge than I did the archer. I think I got further. They're the same level, but I feel like I did more on Ennis than I did on Afka. Oh. Yeah, I did quite enjoy Final Fantasy XIV. I just feel like I don't know, maybe it was just the time I played it, but I wasn't like super invested into like a consistent playing. Like I've been really bad at playing Lotro recently as well, like just generally. But I've been trying, like I have an event on at the minute, which is Ill Omens, obviously. So I have like something to do daily, but as I said earlier, I've literally been like logging in at 1 o'clock in the morning because I realized, oh, I should probably do that. And then as soon as I do it, I like spend half an hour getting it done, and then I just log off, and then I kind of do the same next day. So I've been really bad at just playing. But yeah. Hey. I still feel like I'm getting my money's worth. Like what I'm spending on the game, I'm putting in the correct, in my head, an equivalent amount of time versus what I'm paying for subscription and whatever. But so I don't think it's too big an issue. I think I'm just waiting on content to come out really at this point.
You found
I think it's always the biggest thing. But we'll see. We have the 2024 roadmap and everything, so you never know. I mean, Ghost tried to get me playing WoW as well, to be fair. So, I also haven't done that. Definitely forgot to do that. I'm pretty sure they're up here. Ghost was like, oh, it was like this,
A glass flower?
private server thing.
How did you find this?
He was sending me. And I was like, oh, I can give it a shot. I played a bit of it, but apparently it was being problematic, so I don't know. Do you know what I miss though? I miss Terra. I think I prefer that sort of combat though. I can't remember if Final Fantasy XIV is like, I'm pretty sure it is.
Take it.
With Final Fantasy XIV, you've got to like aim basically. Am I right in thinking that off the top of my head?
Leave us.
Because the thing I liked about Terra is
I
like
understand.
the actual aiming
Everything we can.
of your like cursor and stuff, if that makes sense.
To spy the lay of the land.
Like if I missed, it was kind of because I wasn't shooting in the right place. But yeah. I don't really think Ghost has been doing yeah, that's the thing. I'm surprised I don't like DDO more than I do. DDO's always been a weird one for me. I feel like DDO I should like because SSG make it, but I'm not like, you know, I'm not at a point where I have to, I don't like everything that SSG does. I don't particularly enjoy playing DDO. I don't judge people that do, but like it's not really my cup of tea. But I feel like I should like it more, because I like the Inner Forsaken, like yeah, Inner the Forsaken instance, which is basically just DDO in Lotro. Like let's be honest. Yeah, recently I played Titanfall 2 again. That was the thing. Trying to get more achievements. That's another game I downloaded. I re-downloaded Red Dead Redemption 2 because it's still a game that I've never actually got past the intro. Yeah, I think it's a little less beginner friendly than Lotro, but that also just could be me being like, I don't know. I can't approach Lotro sometimes from the beginner perspective just because of how much I played it. Like there are some systems where I'm like, yeah, that makes sense, but then it's like the legendary system. I know people still struggle with the new legendary system. Even though I think it's easier than the old system. But because I know it, I can't be like, oh, you know. I've tried to explain it to Ghost. Ghost is really not understand the system. I'm trying to do it. But
it seems likely that
the reason I like the new system better than the old one, at the very least, like at the very base level, is because of the way that it is marketed. at least was originally marketed, because I found it a little bit, and I don't think it's on purpose, but I did find it a little bit weird. I always felt this during even the old legendary system. But I always found it weird how when they sort of originally brought out legendary items, it was like a weapon that levels alongside you, and while that slightly is the same, or like grows alongside you, that is technically true. You just like dumped it the moment you got a new one, which always felt like a bit weird. Whereas this, you got a weapon and then it becomes stronger with you, sort of thing. I think it can be a bit complex when you're doing it first. I think once you get to like, there's a point in the game where it becomes easier, because when you first get your weapon, you like barely have anything. It's completely luck based. But having like pre-existing resources for it makes it a lot easier.
The Ashen Slades are blasted and dead, and the stench of evil is everywhere.
I mean, imbuement was fine. I think especially like imbuement was. I messed up imbuement the first time, and I think it was a bit of a pain. I don't think imbuement was, at least from my perspective, explained very well, because I like got a first stage legendary on Eel, and then imbued it, and then realized I couldn't change anything, and I had to pay Mithril, I think, to change stuff. But because it was a first stage and I spent a lot of money on it, I was like, I don't want to chuck it. I can't chuck it. Like, I've invested too much. Oh yeah, advertisements. Woo. I'll wait. Such a trek to get back here. Right here. Cool. Yeah, so what I was saying is I got my first stage, I imbued it, and then I was like, I messed it up. But because it's like, I spent like 200 gold on it, which back then, at least, for me, was a lot. Then I was like, I think that soured me to it originally. And then they changed the like imbuement, scrolls of, was it scrolls of imbuement? There was the crystals, starlight crystals, and then there was scrolls of imbuement, or something like that. So it's like 2 things you had to get. Now it's only 1. And I think the way they've changed the enhancement rooms recently is a lot better, where it's just, instead of having a max level, they're just, you get different increase of levels per one. So rather than, you know, this being up to 410, and this being 449, and there's this being 479, and then legendaries, you kind of had to pay Mithril or grind out like stuff to get legendary ones to get the best. Now it's just add levels without an increase. I just think that's a lot better over its own previous system. But I do still think it's a little bit too difficult to get legendaries. I mean, you can get them through
your friend, the dwarf Broin?
Events, like Ill Omens. You can get them through skirmishes, but you have to do them high tier. Or instances, but you have to do them high tier. Which is fine.
Their number slain, the other dying from a deadly poison.
Or through delvings, which I think is technically the best way of doing it. Always found it weird that she's just clipping through, like, this. Just don't have the bed bit there. Like, it's just, I don't know. Odd. So we're on chapter 10. That's actually not too bad. My kind have nothing but hatred for the dwarves. I mean, I have to hate dwarves. Like, he shares half his name with me. Or I share half my name with him? One way. One. I'm the hidden orc. That's what it is. Just... Ugh. I came first. I mean... Mazog here is after me. There isn't a Mazog beforehand, though, is there? No. Though a lot of orcish names have Zog, like Azog. So. Apparently there's a Mazog. Oh, okay. Is this? There's a Mazog in the Elder Scrolls Online, apparently. Not, I think they're a lot better than yeah. Yeah, ESO is always one I wanted to try. I'm surprised I haven't, because when I was younger and Oblivion was still the newest, like, you know, Elder Scrolls game, there was always like, oh, I really wish there was like multiplayer, like Oblivion. That would be like the best thing. Why don't Bethesda do this? Whatever, like that kind of talk. And then ESO, I think I could be wrong about this. I think I've told this before. I think I applied to do the beta of ESO. I want to say it was ESO. There was definitely a game, and I'm pretty sure off the top of my head it was like ESO. It might have been beta, might have been something else. But there was like this application thing, and you'd apply to like beta test it. And I remember this specifically having to like, you have to like write what other MMOs you've played, what you've like beta tested before and stuff like that. And then you kind of got like chosen or whatever. I'm pretty sure it was ESO. Trying to think. I think I chose my username the year Lotro came out. So I would have been before Mazog. Because Mirkwood was like 2 years later, right? Yeah, I'm also surprised I haven't played it because someone I used to work with, like absolutely like their game was ESO. Like new expansion was coming out, and it was like that was all they were talking about, and it was quite nice because, as far as I'm aware, nobody else that I work with plays like MMOs. Like, you know, some of them will chat about like, oh, this game's coming out or whatever. But I don't think anybody else plays MMOs, so he was the only one I could be like, yeah, expansion. You know what it's like for an expansion, right? There's one day where I was like, yeah, I have to go home, not early, but I was like, hey, I can't stick around because, you know, I've got an expansion coming out today. So, you know, very important. They don't understand the struggle. Why was I looking at my Steam? I think I was looking at my Steam because I wanted to look at Elder Scrolls Online for some reason. Online. Space required 126 gigabytes. I mean, say what you will. At least Lotro's got that going for it of not being like triple digit gigabytes, you know? Isn't WoW like something similar? Yeah, Lotro is what, like 30? Do you know something I actually really want to try out with Lotro that I realized today? I was reading today, I think it was today or yesterday, the Nvidia released to beta, to like open beta, the their RTX remix thing, the thing they use to like redo textures in like Half-Life and whatever. So they've released that today or yesterday, I can't remember, and it works on DirectX. I think it was 8 or 9 games, and technically Lotro is a DirectX 9 game if I were to run it DirectX 9. So I'm really interested to see how that works. Oh, wait, I have to... Do I run?
Fly. You cannot stand against this foe.
Okay. I'm just gonna run away. Fly! Oh, I can't. This isn't World of Warcraft. Yeah, I'm just really curious on how it would work. Maybe we could try it later, maybe. I have installed. Let's call something else though, right? Oh, I don't want to put in my stupidly long password. There are sometimes I'm like, why do I use a password manager? Why do I do this to myself and have these like 128 digit? So it's called RTX Remix, but the actual app, presumably while it's in beta maybe, is NVIDIA Omniverse. Oh, it's making noises. It opened up a web page. I'm just really curious on how easy it is to just like
has failed. The main
pop
arm
in,
of
and
the
if it even
building
like
is
has an
camped
effect.
Thangulhad to the east.
I don't necessarily think. I think it's just RTX because it's got to be done with an RTX card, not necessarily because it's like ray tracing. I don't really think I can do anything while I'm playing though. Like, I'd have to turn off and do whatever. Oh, so I've got to download it in the Omniverse app. Ah, got ya. 6.5 gigabytes. Let's see. Yeah, I think that might be a little bit over the top, but I think it depends on the context of like where you're looking at it from sometimes. I think if you looked at the enhanced one and it's just flat, it looks worse. But I think if you were to play it and it actually had like, you know, was it bump mapping or whatever, where like the bricks came out of the wall, I think it would look better. But yeah, I just do what you mean. I think it's the lighting as well that doesn't help with at least the dirt part of it. Because you can, if you look, you can see the dirt still there, like it's darker spots. But because of the lighting, it doesn't really like get much of it. But it is still like a beta thing, right? So I just think one of Lotro's like downfalls is these textures that are like stretched textures are, I think, one of its biggest like hindrances. And these ones aren't so bad, but when you get these flat sheer faces, sometimes you get a very like obviously stretched texture. I don't think it's probably as obvious in Mirkwood, because I feel like sometimes, without being too critical, I feel like sometimes the older content has a little bit more polish to it than some of the newer content has in terms of like textures and stuff. Because I feel like if I were to be in Umbar or something, I would have seen a very stretched mountain texture by now, or stone texture. There's actually one in like chapter 1 that's very obviously like a very small texture scaled up. While that isn't necessarily bad, I'm like, you gotta pick something else. I mean, yeah, we've been in the Forsaken Inn today, in fact.
Into a dangerous fighting force.
I mean, clearly the devs like the Forsaken Inn because the Isengard Tavern is the Forsaken Inn, so clearly there's some enjoyment from said textures and models and such. Level 67. I sometimes feel weird about being a max level and coming around and like, so that guy's attacking the Cargill or whatever. I feel weird about the idea of me just going in and just killing it, because I'm like, oh, I'm kind of taking the content away from them in a sense. And maybe that's not like the best way of looking at it. Like, I'm not necessarily stealing the content. I'm like, oh, well, I should let them not get carried by me inadvertently. That's why a lot of the time, if people are clearly like doing quests or whatever, especially when I'm doing like, if people are questing while I'm doing Slayer, like especially like Wolf Slayer and Erdluin, I like make a point of being like, you know, I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'll do this later. Need to move that back down there. And then I need to find the Uruk commander from the other place, because I think they died from that other person, so I will have to go back, which is not a big problem. But yeah, ultimately, obviously, the point of doing this is not only just having more content done on Tar Valard, which I definitely need to do, but it's also going to be nice to be able to do the Ill Omen stuff. And yeah, maybe I'll dedicate like a day a week to doing like a regional or something, or doing like, as I said, the sort of retroactive completionist. I don't think that's a good title for it or anything, but like, yeah, going back with Tar Valard and doing these older grinds. How am I getting in here? Oh, I have to go up there and then over the bridge, don't I? I remember. It's been a while, but I do vaguely remember. It's taken a while to update and stuff. But I think if I remember correctly, the whole NVIDIA RTX remix thing, I think there was like a discussion about it on a like Sevlin thing. It was talked about like, oh, what was your opinion on using that or whatever. And I think the not the issue, but one of the response, if I remember correctly, was they don't really want to do anything that would specifically be limited by what graphics card you want. Like if there's not an AMD solution, you don't want to spend too much resources on doing something that's only an NVIDIA thing, which I think is somewhat fair. I don't think it was about the remix thing. I think it was something else. It was definitely about NVIDIA. Right, hopefully this guy should have respawned for us. Please. Oh, nope, someone else is here. Oh, no. Okay. Sorry, I need to steal your kill. Thank you. After I talked about not trying to steal kills. I need it for my quest. It's relevant to me. I meant if I'm doing Slayers, specifically. Don't judge. Right, and maybe, fingers crossed, this other guy's respawned. It would be nice if there was multiple commanders. I think there actually is on this side. So I think there's one on the lower level. I still have to do the other one anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let us see, though. You're not who I want. You're just some random guy, except, you know, very clearly going to be from a quest. I think it's always, like, the moment I see a named enemy, I'm like, you've got a quest related to you. There's something going on with you. It's never just, this enemy is randomly named because. I mean, there's probably like 1 or 2 examples of that, but what can I say? I think going this way is probably our best bet. Let's have a look then. So I have still got... I'm on chapter 12. Students of Garthel, and then Protectors of Than Gulhad. Which should be fine. It's just a bit slow. That's the only thing. But yeah, we need to unlock that. Assault of the Ringwraith's Lair. Dungeons of Dol Guldur is an instance we don't have to get. But yeah, Breaching Necromancer's Gate, Assault on the Ringwraith's Lair, Battle in the Tower are all ones that we have to unlock for Ill Omens anyway. So obviously we've got to complete all of it. We can't just skip it.
You have done well
And
to sow
hey,
disarray in
why
the camp
not,
of the Woods. This
you know,
foul craft of
benefit
the
from
enemy
getting
cannot be
a
permitted.
legendary tracery level 50? I'll put it on my my champion, my completionist champion. This quest is a pain though, because you've got to go all the way down here to come all the way back up here. It's like they just want you to, like, purposely spend time running around to kind of pad it out a little bit. Obviously, I'm not expecting everything to be, like, right next to each other. But sometimes, and I felt this in Umbar as well, I was like, it just feels like I'm being moved around a lot just kind of for the sake of adding a bit more time till I can complete it. Been installing install.bat for a very long time. Ooh, campsite. Can I use that campsite? I can. But is it actually going to benefit me? Is the main question.
What do you need?
Ooh, I love when gravity is suddenly 100 times stronger. Alright, this should be easy though. Once again, nobody attacking us. Makes things 10 times easier. Oh, and I should probably open up those. I don't really have a character at the minute that can super benefit from level 50 tokens. And even if I could, I have like, I think like 400 level 50 rare tracery thingies. I don't know why. Oh, I think it was from... Well, a few things. I think just the sheer amount of level 50s that are given out for quests, but also, I think it was from Degron. Degron is a weird character for me because... So Degron is the character from Anor that I was playing through on. My champion, who is coincidentally also in mode. He's always a weird character because I don't know what to do with him. Because I don't really have a purpose for him. Like, I'm not recording on him. I haven't played him since we transferred him. Well, the lag. I love it. But I kind of don't want to just delete him because... So really, I guess I need to just put some time into him and level him up. But I also get very weird about having characters with like the -1 on them for some reason. I don't particularly like it. So he has a -1 on his name, so I don't quite know what to do there. And I also have other characters that I have sort of said I'm going to deal with before even Anor went down. I mean, my Lawmaster I actually found a stream from like 2 years ago where I was talking about sorting him out, and I still haven't 2 years later. And then there's also my burglar, you know, the technically original but not original of Zogog, who is technically my very first character but has been remade on here and is currently level 15. I think as long as he hasn't died, I might not remake him. Like, I want to get Undying on him. I don't think he's died. But he's not actually like a legacy character because obviously move servers and stuff. Decided to go the long way apparently. Oh, finally, it's installed. Launching. Let's see how this works and if it works, and it might not work. I think if I change engines like to DirectX 9, it I have to restart, right? I don't know how to do any of these. Also, I have an issue of potentially what happens if, because I have to open it from the like, why am I so laggy at the minute? Can't open it from. Oh wow, it is genuinely using like 70% of my CPU for some reason. Can you not? Alright, well, we're shutting that for now, because if you're going to use like consistently 40% of my CPU and cause me to stutter, then we're not going to do that. But yeah, I don't know how it'll work on a game like Lotro where you can't just open it from the exe file. Like, you have to open the launcher to launch it. But maybe it's smart enough to realize that. I don't know, just an interesting thing. Oh, 1 minute. Come on, come on. There we go. Alright, so what did I say was our next one? So we're on 13. 14 is Thangulhad. Endangered. Not being able to boost in here is a real pain. Also, my expectation of time is definitely not as much as it was, because I thought we'd get this done in about 2 hours. Is kind of where I thought we were on par 4. Actually, no, I said 3 hours, didn't I? I think I said like 2 to 3. And we're almost on 2 hours. So, actually, no, I think it's probably doable. Because the skirmishes are going to be super low level, so.
There is little time to be wasted.
There is little
Thangulhad
time.
must be defended, or the sorrows we have endured will be for naught.
Yeah, cool. Just click on that one. I've also just reminded myself of the time that I chucked away a warden shield in here, which was technically at the time my best in slot. But I thought I was going to get something better, and I didn't. Except I did, kind of, because of
Together we will protect Thangulhad from the forces.
whatever it's called. I can't remember the name. What was it called? Orthanc. No, not Orthanc. I clicked on Orthanc. Osgiliath.
What was once an important fortification of the enemy is now held by a small band
Okay,
of elves.
I think it's like
The
4
enemy seeks to reclaim their fortress, marching
rounds of
upon it in
this, so we'll see
force.
how this goes.
Fortunately, some of the Ballistian catapults there still function.
Let's just hope it's quick. That's all we can hope for. Cool. I want to keep that if I can. That would be great. Oh, that didn't work. No, it ruined it. My rain of arrows. Central. East Ballista. West Ballista. Is there like a pattern or something? I can do that. Yeah, that goes most of them. Crasher sounds to the east. Enemy is snuck behind the lines. And then from the north, the rear siege engine is being destroyed. Okay, well I can get distracted for a second and do some encounters. Because that's also something I need to ideally focus on a little bit, is I want to try and get my encounters done for skirmishes a little bit more. Also, this really should not be that slow to do. Done. 2 encounters done in a matter of seconds, and we're on the East Ballista, so this side anyway, right? So weird having 2 encounters done at the same time sometimes, but what can you do? Where are we next? Central. Third assault. If we don't also get it by the end of tonight, what I will probably do is do like a quick Walkpens run, just because we are so close to completing Beast and Warg Slayer that I just think it's a waste not to just get them done. And we got the Enhanced Maroons, which obviously help with our Legendary a little bit more, because I haven't really been on that Legendary grind for a bit. I am obviously pretty much maxed out on this weapon, in terms of like getting them higher tier, and I think only Upshot and yeah, Rain of Arrows I think are the only 2 that are not Legendary on that side. But at the minute, I'm more limited by Ancient Script, if anything, for Legendaries. Okay, you have a few short moments before the 5th is launched. I thought there were 4, not 5. Oh, whatever. It's fine. East Ballista. West. No, they tricked me. I was going to go for Central. I'm going to go for bet for Central. Nice. Fifth star have been defeated. The enemy leader will soon be joining the battle. Regroup quickly. At least it's nice enough to sort of give you like, hey, we've just put you through 5 waves. Now you can kind of like chill for a second. Must be very careful of this Olagai. The ballista will not be enough. It's fine. Just let me find. Okay, the catapults meet him on the road. When the catapult is about to fire, look for the signal. I'm sure there's a little bit more like strategy to this. Maybe if you're running it at a higher tier, potentially. But I don't think we need it. Come on, where is he? I want to see what do you get for doing like tier 3 of this, you know? Is there a chest? Surely you get a chest. It says on the wiki you get a chest. Not that fast. Whatever. Now, I want to go into, like, I don't know, history. Like, 2016?
We have weathered their attack.
Nope,
Let
not
them
really
now
anything.
fear ours. The time has come to strike hard the fortress of the enemy.
Yeah. Let's go do that thing. See, this one's... Well, these are going to be a bit better because they're assault. Like, they're offensive ones. The defensive ones are obviously time-gated in a sense, just because... Yeah, no, I get that. I just meant, like, at the time...
But we must.
Like, at the original time where this was new content, what was, like, the purpose behind doing tier 3? Is the essence particularly good, though? Like, is it one of the 520 ones, or what? I feel like I looked it up. Ill Omens. Ill Omens, you get an Ill Omens bounty. You get a box of essences. Well, on here, it's probably not updated because it's, well, it says January 2024. Seafarer's essence, so it's a 520 essence, which is at least something. Oh, so at 130, between whatever and 130, when that was the cap, you get an essence, a box of essences. At 140, you get a Delver's Lively essence, which was the tier 1. And right now, if you do it, you get a Seafarer's essence, which is 520, which is currently the max level essence that's obtainable. It's the same one as I think I have on my cloak. Yeah, 520, which I just used on Vitality because more health is more good. So yeah, that's the same one you get for level 30 of the allegiances, which is something I also really haven't been working on, is my allegiances stuff. I feel like sometimes I can only work on one thing at a time. Like, I physically struggle sometimes where I'm like, okay, so I've got Ill Omens at the minute, so allegiances kind of have to take go to the wayside with missions and stuff, because I've already got enough instances going on, like, whatever. Once Ill Omens is over, so beginning of February, right? End of January. then I think we'll be back more onto the like essences train. And hopefully by then, I don't know, maybe February might be time for some instances. Because there was kind of this this thought process of normally Ill Omens is February, I think, in the first place. So people were like, oh, maybe they're doing January so they can release instances in February and they don't have anything conflict. But then Cordovan was like, oh yeah, we've never really had it set in stone that it's February, but every time it's been in February. So it's like, you know, why has it been changed? Sort of thing. Or it could just be people being hopeful for content to actually do. Because, like, I'm nearly done, and I've barely been playing. So it's like, the people that are hardcore grinding it out are probably done ages ago. I'm so glad I killed him before his shield came up. Like, honestly, it's the most annoying thing when you're doing a low-level one. It's like, oh, I just have to wait here now? Sure. Let's just do that thing. I think these two are literally their own counterattack, right? Yeah. The lanterns up there, or are they down here? I think they're down here. Actually, don't know. No, I'm thinking of a different place. Okay, well. Apparently you can get the essence box from tier 10 delvings, but I'm never really... I don't really see myself doing many tier 10 plus delvings. Maybe when Elder Slade gets missions, gets delvings, I could see myself maybe with a couple being like, oh, I feel confident doing like a tier 10. I think if you can just focus on one enemy, rather than having to do like 2 or 3, I could probably be like, I can do a tier 12 if I have to only focus on one enemy at a time, and I can just take it as slow as I need to. As long as you got the VIP thing on. Then we're good. I've been doing tier 6s because tier 6s are just what get you the... I think it's the best speed to box reward sort of thing. But tier 7s, I think, are the actual sweet spot because tier 7s are the... well, were the actual sweet spot because it gave you the teal gear. And then there's also the fact that at least with the crafting items, you can just deconstruct them. I think that's a huge sort of advantage. Whereas right now I'm like, oh, I have to deal with, you know, tier 1 scholar items, because why not? And by deal with them, I mean chuck them, because I don't need any of that stuff. I think there's just certain ones where I'm like, oh, I can do this one at a higher tier because it's like, you know, if I ever do those later deeds, it's going to be like, oh, I'm going to... it's going to be slow because I'm only going to do certain ones. Because, I mean, I'm not doing everything at like tier 12. And that's why, yeah, you got to do like tier 10 1,000 times. There are not many times... like, there's some titles that I know in the game where I'm like, oh, that's cool that that person's got it. When I see Durin's Bane's Bane, like, the title for it, I'm like, wow, that's impressive. Like, there aren't many titles that make me genuinely impressed. Like, a lot of people get, like, original challenger of so-and-so raid. I'm like, oh, that's fine. You just complete the raid within a certain time. That's not like...
nearly impenetrable.
too massive, but
finest of the enemy
1,000
soldiers defend within.
delvings at tier 10.
Before the rest of the fortress can be assaulted, these must be taken.
Yeah, I need to eventually like join in with some of these. Like, well, they 3 to 6 person delvings complete tier 8, 10, and 12 one time each. I feel like the value isn't there for 1,000 virtual experience, but maybe you get something else. Should I look it up? Bane. I feel like Bane of Twilight, if you had a title of that, that would be cool. Or do you get it from the regular one? So complete a tier 12 delving mission. You get 20 delving rights and 1,000 virtual experience, which just feel like that isn't a good value. And then for doing a 3-person, you get a 50 delving rights and 1,000 virtual experience. And for the 6-person, they get 50 delving rights and 1,000 virtual experience. Sure. Maybe one day in the very far future, I can join in on that. I feel like if you've got 6-person though, then there's a high chance you can be over-geared for it quite well. And then I think there's a certain point in the game where you can be so over-geared for something and the game's not expecting you to be that strong. So it becomes like a lot easier. Yeah, I guess we'll see. These are complete any tier 1,000 times. So Master of Light's not that bad. I don't know what I do first. I think it would be nice to maybe do one time, like each do it one time, and then do them all up to 10 times, and then do them all up to, rather than do like a tier 1, 110 and 100 times, then do tier 2, then tier 3. I don't know how I'd prefer to do it. I feel like while I'm doing the tier 1s, I'd be like not making the most out of what I could be getting. But also if I went back to what I was saying originally, where certain missions I could maybe do at higher tiers. Okay. I wonder if best missions for high tier. I wonder if people have had that discussion yet. Delving missions ranked. That's a thing. Copy of mission durations and delvings. What is this? Okay, difficulty solo tier 10. Yeah, I'm kind of only doing enough for like the 2 weeklies. Doing like the 15 of any and then the 10 of tier 6 above. That's kind of where I'm like happy being. Because I feel like anything else I'm gonna like, I don't know, wear myself out a little bit. Let's see though. So yeah, this has got a list of admittedly old missions, like only before the shadow missions, but I still think it's relevant to look at. And it's got at tier 10, and I'm sure it sort of scales to tier 12, but duration, difficulty, solo and duo. And then all the other stuff. So what's like a quick ease? I feel like the quick ones are harder and the longer ones are easier, just to sort of balance out. Tomb of Gond Orchal is apparently quick and easy at tier 10. maybe we'll try. I don't know. Possibly very hard. One of them was impossible, I read. I feel like. Hard to impossible. Siege of Sirlond. Siege of Sirlond's a weird one. I feel like I just die and then wait for it to kind of stop aggroing me. That kind of feels like the way I do it. And I think we've got not that many more. 3 more quests. Don't we have the whole thing with Gandalf and the like?
Perhaps we will see this song to the end after all.
I don't know why the audio quality of that was so different to everything else. They weirded me out. I think it was a thing where you like Gandalf's like the necromancer is returned. We must run away.
The time has arrived.
It might
to do
not
what we
be.
came here
This
to
is the
do.
one where I was like, this is my best
We will
insult for a while.
infiltrate the dungeons after nightfall. We will rescue Bori from the
I
dungeons
wonder
of
if it was
Dol Guldur.
it's like not part of the epic.
A small force of elves have infiltrated the dungeons of Dol Guldur under cover of darkness, aiming to find and release the dwarf Bori from the bonds of his captivity.
I just remembered, I don't like this instance. This is actually, not this instance, but the skirmish for this one, the Dungeons of Dol Guldur, is actually the reason on Faerend I have yet to finish all of Dol Guldur skirmishy things. Because on Faerend instances, I have done, well, Shadows of Angmar is different because it's like scaled and it's a bit of a pain, like tier 3 and whatever. Most stuff comes under that. But I have not done Tower of Dol Guldur because I don't want to do Dungeons of Dol Guldur. And a lot of it is also server cap and stuff, but yeah, I don't know if these ones you can do on level or something. Oh no. Oh, he's down this way. Like, that's the challenge one, so I think you have to be maxed? I don't know. I don't really get anything except lottery points out of it, so it's not really the end of the world. But eventually, once we get to max, it's something that we might have to facilitate trying to do. Can I'm pretty sure I can just defeat the trolls. Like, that's a thing. I don't have to really panic otherwise. I don't think they respawn because we're in an instance. I think that's how that works. And it's a lot better than doing the netting glade. Not netting glade. Netting. It's something netting. Nightshade, which rhymes sort of with glade. Yeah, Nightshade. Ideally, if they're all dead and I can just like have him, admittedly slowly, but just walk through, then I don't see an issue. Oh, this is actually a better one. Come on, Bori. Be quicker. This one's a bit more filled out. And for tier 12s. So the netting glade. Single pull mobs can avoid center mobs. Cocoons can spawn dwarves or orcs. What are we on right now? So current day is 4. Easy to hard, easy to hard, easy to medium, easy to medium. Sorry. Oh wait, I can't attack him. Now I can. Dead. Sorry. Dim light. Which one's a dim light? Like, what haven't I done a thing of? Because have I done all but one? I've definitely done a tier 10 before. Dim light is a tier 2 delving. So if I complete a tier 2 delving, I complete everything else under that, like, 10 set thing. Which is, a nice way to get some embers, I guess. What am I doing? Why am I running away? Why am I not talking to you?
Ori desired to thank you for his rescue.
You're welcome, Bori. Tier 4. Yeah, I need to definitely get Swanfleet and Cardolan done, just so, like, deed-wise, just so it's only delving deeds in that tab, because it's a bit of a pain to, like, look at it otherwise. Let's get rid of that. I just need to check how much money I've got, because for a while, and I'm trying to still do this, but I have 200 gold, and I think I was putting my gold in here. Yeah, so I have 200. I have 1,700, so we're fine there. Cool.
I remember too.
I couldn't remember how much I'd like taken out. I was supposed to be basically condensing it all, so every character had access to however much gold they needed, which basically meant Feyrand or Talvelad. Really, it's like, oh, I need this ore, and it's like 100 gold, and it's just easier to do that than obtain it. Then yeah, why not? Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. Memories of Mithrandir. It feels like we're on the hardest day. Or hardest set of days. Like quick to medium, easy to hard. Quick to long, easy to hard. Obviously, it depends on your class. I think being ranged makes it quicker. Well, not necessarily quicker, but easier. Like if you can attack one enemy at a time. Oh, I just reminded myself of something I need to look for. And not die in the process, please. Keep doing this thing where I think of a random idea that's going to cause a lot of work for me, and I keep adding to it. I don't know why. I need to stop doing it and like maybe do some of the other things first before I think of more awkward extra work ideas. Can I just hopefully survive this? And I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yes. If I remember correctly, last time I did this quest, this instance, whatever you want to call it, I think I skipped something somehow. I don't know what I did, but I'm pretty sure I ended up like bugging it out somehow, and not in a bad way necessarily. Like there's these hazy images. I don't know if it's if you go through something quicker. Oh, there was something that like stopped the smoke walls forming. Like if I go out this way, it seems to not care. So it's got like a circle around it. I really need to find, though, like, looking at this, I really need to just find a duo. A duo for tier 12s. And Ghost isn't 150, so I can't just be like, hey, I just need your extra firepower. Oh, there's Corsairs of Umbar ones as well. Oh, this is interesting. Difficulty at tier 6. So it's not actually filled out yet. I think it's this way. I've got to go. Delving variants. Don't care about that. Delving tips. Delving drops. Wow, looking at the drop rate of Journey to the Tracery Archives, it's ridiculous. How can the necromancer wield such power? I'll go find out. He's too scared. Oh, he's just so slow. Why are you so slow, Mithrandir? Why can't you just be a little bit speedier? I feel like this is the one that I somehow broke by going out this way, and then I think because I'm outside still I can go up here. I think that was it. I could be wrong. Oh. I think we do have to wait. Oh no, no, it is this one. It is this one. I think. Again, it's a very long time ago since I last did this, so we're just going off of slight intuition of how to break instances. And there's supposed to be someone who spawns here, I'm pretty sure. But it might have to wait for the other one to play out. Like, if this one doesn't send me back into it, it means it's playing in the background. Yeah, so I just have to wait for that one to play in the background, basically, for the guy to spawn. I think he spawns about here-ish. I'm going to try my luck. I mean, that is pretty central. I did mean more specifically where I was. Ah, I mean, not too far off. I think this one I have to watch. Or, like, I have to wait for as well. Like, there's not much I can do. Alright. just really interested in this whole like Google Sheets document thing. Very interesting. I'm going to save that to my bookmarks. Thrain is dead. He did not know his name in the end, and it can only be he. The dwarf ring, last of the 7, had been taken from him. Listen to me, Radia. The necromancer is Sauron. And off we are going to defeat Sauron? I don't know, it's not actually. I think that's it, and then I can leave, right? And I'm really curious of have they fixed... There was something here that I remember being super weird. I think it was the door, and I think it has been fixed. The door was out from the wall, I think. It looks like it isn't weird. There's nothing that looks like... I just remember immediately being like, oh, something's weird about this. But it doesn't look like that's the case now. Right, one more quest to go. We got a level 50 tracery.
The last assault on Dol Guldur is upon us.
The battle in the tower, which, yeah, hopefully should be relatively quick. Depends if I do encounters or not, really.
There will be no better time than this to assault the tower of the Nazgul.
Battle in the tower, level 60. This is genuinely just the skirmishes. The skirmish expansion.
The fortress of Dol Guldur.
I'm pretty sure.
The fighting begins, even as a smaller force enters the citadel in secret, prepared to face their final foe.
Oh, we got away from Mazog. Have his little dialogue. Oh, we do get the best slow-mo shot in the entire game, though, and I think possibly the only slow-mo shot in the game. Which I've always found weird because nothing else is slow-mo during it. Counterattack? Are you the counterattack? I think you are. Cool. I think technically if I can get through quick enough, any counterattack wouldn't matter anyway. But there's no way of, I think, getting through too quickly. I think as long as I've got rain of arrows, I'm pretty happy. Because I can just get a majority of the enemies taken out. And in an ideal world, Rain of Arrows crits, which then helps Rain of Arrows, you know, whole thingy, not whole cooldown. Oh, I'll have to have 2 counterattacks. That's against the rules. I don't think we've got to deal with the annoying light things that cause me to dread. I think that's the Dol Guldur raid, which I guess answers my question of earlier. Is like, what did you do at the end game? Raided it, like at the end game of Mirkwood, but I guess that does make sense. I do still one day need to grind out that raid stuff. Is it a raid or is it... Barra Guldur? Yeah, it's 12 man. Yeah, because I want to get the not so welcome mat or unwelcome mat. Well, the Excel spreadsheet that I've got up at the minute has a list of what day it is. So I'll bring it up on stream, because why not? Oh wait, do I have a... I don't think I have a display capture. Let me add a display capture for the right one. There we are. So this is what I've got. Like, I found. And so we've got the current day is 4. And then these are what days? So 2, 4, 9, 1, 6, 8, 3, 5, 7. So you can sort of try and work it out from there. Obviously, it's not like perfect, but... Sorry, though, we have to watch the amazing... We can't not watch this cinematic masterpiece. Yeah, the one I found at first didn't have that, but this one does, which is quite useful. It also has courses of bugs. I wasn't looking at the bottom. I didn't see the tabs. But, yeah, that's what I was saying a minute ago. Oh, I meant... Let me just defeat Mazog real quick. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, maybe I should try, like... I said we're probably the worst day, because, like, the first set and the third set, I feel like are better, like, quick tier 12 ones. Whereas I feel like this middle set of days, 2, 4, 9, is, like, the worst. It's also interesting how it's not, like, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9. So I kind of like that, but I kind of don't at the same time. Okay, sorry. We have to appreciate this moment. I don't know why. I just find it so funny. Because you have him doing that, and then just in the background, this is still just running as normal. I don't know. I also find slow down like screams. Funny for some reason. Are we gonna get something really good? Oh, we didn't get anything good. If it wasn't obvious. I keep thinking with Mirkwood that you have to like go in Dol Guldur, but that's later when you're doing like rescuing Siglith, right?
The battle may be over. Stories have not had their endings.
Okay, so we've got all the epilogues. I'm not going to worry about the epilogues yet, but it is something I want to do, especially because it should be super easy considering being 150 and all that. But yeah, I definitely need to and want to just fulfill a little bit more of these, like complete this one. So I've got this deed, like just finish a couple more deeds, get this character to be a little bit more... Like, he's not a glass cannon by any stretch of the imagination, but he's not
the orcs
quite...
have established a worm hatchery in Garthbors.
...where I want him to be in terms of prior content completion. So it's definitely something I want to work on. But I did get this level 50 legendary tracery, so that's nice. I'm going to hold on to it. I know I can't sell it anyway, but I'm going to hold on to it. I'll probably chuck that on my champion, because, like, if I can get a legendary on them, then it'll be kind of nice. But I want to try... I wonder... So the core size of Umbar 1 hasn't been filled out, and I should be doing core size of Umbar as like a priority, but I kind of want to look at some other stuff. So we are on day 4, which means if we're going to do a tier 12, I want to try a tier 12. I don't know which one's the best. The ruins of... So that's in Herna. So I'm going to try the ruins of Gervarad. Can't say that right. Which it says here, solo tier 12. Easy to medium. It's quick. And you just have to kill 15 mobs. I know which one it is. Yeah, Netting Glade seems to be like the one. Like when I was looking at it, people were like, do the Netting Glade. It says easy, quick, single pulls. It's just annoying that it's what, 2 days from now, so Thursday.
Stay a moment.
But I definitely I've like added this to my favorites because I definitely want to like I don't know. Maybe I'll add it to my startup pages and I'll try and
May I help you?
do what I can, like, to keep track of that. I don't think I have a delving amethyst, so I should probably get one.
Is there aught which you need?
30 gold. Yikes. But I think it's good that way because I've got all of them then. So I got emerald. What have I got? Zircon. Zircon here. Garnet, emerald, amethyst. Is that one where you've got like... Oh yeah, no, I know that one. That one's good. It's like a burial mound sort of thing, right? I know which one you're on about, but I don't know the name of. It's one that like comes up and I'm like, oh, this one, this is nice. Let's see. Let's have a look, maybe. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, I can't remember the name. I'm trying to see, like, because it mentions, like, what a few of them are. The Tombs of Gond Orchal? That sounds like it should be right. We'll see. But that would be tomorrow, so we'd be able to find that. So I'm going to try my very first tier 12. And apparently this should not be, like, impossible. And the good thing is if I die, I have my, like, speaking of dying, I have my, my VIP thing. I do also have hope tokens. I should definitely input those and use those. I will say, I got a little bit blindsided by suddenly 2 enemies attacking me, and that is my excuse. Also, I don't know what the malices are, but I will look later. I feel like if I can just kill 1 enemy, I can just, like, slowly take time. Like, as long as I can get 1 enemy death, I think I'm fine. Because then I can just very slowly, methodically, like, yeah, it's not going to be the greatest, but I can put down a campfire. I can wait for burn hot, in theory, and I can just take out 1 enemy at a time. And then I'll die to the second enemy, and then I just go... I think as long as you got the VIP thing, it's really never a massive issue. And especially if you put down like a trap, and if I actually am not silly about it, and I actually wait for myself to heal and whatever. I'm not going to do a lot of tier 12s. I'm definitely going to do a tier 4 in a minute because I want to get that quest done. But, you know, if I can slowly do this one. This one says on here, easy to medium, quick, kill 15 mobs, more mobs than necessary, 4 upstairs, 1 to 4 mobs per pull, some pathing. So if I can stick to the 1 or 2 range, I'm pretty happy. That is a bit of an aggro range. I was not looking forward to that, but... Oh, what's that? What was that on her? I didn't know what that was. But I think this is also another one of those situations where I think when Delvings first came out, I was a little bit concerned about tier 7s, for example. And I'm not saying this is going to be the same as tier 7s for me, but once I had done one of them, I had the confidence to be like, oh, so I'm physically capable. Like, it's not impossible for me to do a tier 12. And then I can sort of pick and choose, like, oh, if there's an easy one, I'll do a tier 12. Yeah, the problem is, sometimes that happens where it's like, play yellow, and I'm like, yeah, but I feel like my disadvantage of playing yellow will be the fact that I don't know how to play yellow. Yellow may be better, but I feel like I will still be better in red. I could see blue just because of like the running around sort of thing. Also, I really should have waited for Heartseeker. Where does it say this? Delving tips. If you're having trouble on more difficult missions / variant combos, try switching to yellow. Wait for the cooldown, the trait swap to apply. Like, oh yeah. So it's a thing you're supposed to do where It was always a tip I read ages ago where you're supposed to have, like on Warden, you're supposed to have a blue line and a red line. So you put down your, it doesn't work now, but you basically, the really long cooldown thing, you apply on blue line and then you switch, and then the cooldown's still the original, like, lower cooldown. Anyway, yeah, so you're supposed to put down, like, a ton of traps, then switch back, and then do it. But the cooldown on switching traits is so problematic to me in that. I'm also using technically completely the wrong setup for this, because I'm using an AoE build at the moment. I'm using an AoE build. I don't, you know, I've even titled it AoE, and like my bow is technically, like, this is an AoE sword, and I even have my other sword named single target, so I knew the difference because I'm boring and I don't know how to name my weapons. I probably should name my weapons, but then I don't know, I don't stare at my weapons a lot. I also just realized I didn't put hope tokens back on, so. I don't know what this shield is. But it doesn't matter because I still won. I'm on fire, and it's probably, yeah, 12% of your max morale every couple of seconds, but... Watch me get, like, the worst drop. Like, what is the, like, tier 12 delving chest? Let's have a look at what is, like, the worst possible drop. I would honestly say the worst possible drop is dye or crafting materials, probably. Ancient script, I feel like I can always never have enough. You know, red sea stones is whatever. Morale potions, like the delving ones, aren't too bad, so that's fine. Any essence would be nice. Journey with the tracery archives would be nice. Stat tome box, nice. Legendary item experience, maybe. Edelon tokens, housing items. There are a few bad ones, but hopefully they're not going to happen. I'd like to get a black steel key. I say that, actually. I feel like a black steel key isn't even too useful in a minute until the things go up. I mean, embers. More embers would be nice. What am I on? 2,600? This is what I'm concerned about, is aggro range. That bit is my concern. I really need to get more of my my proper hope tokens off of Skarshu, because I think they give me more hope. I think they give me +6 hope. Ah, you're further forward now, so I can be a little bit cheeky, I think. So let's put a hope token on, because that I definitely think affects it, because you do less damage and you take more. I need +6 ideally. And if I can just take you out, then I should be fine. This does say more than you need enemy-wise, but I'm counting 15, and I see 15, like 12, 13, well, 13, 14, and then 15 up there. It looks to be exactly 15, which is fine. But it would be nice if I'm like, oh, this one's awkward. I'd rather not fight them. If that was an option. I am not going to go any further because I am scared I'm just going to get attacked. So I just want to heal a bit. I feel like Palpatine might be able to get away with this a bit better, because you got like the self-heal plus the rune stones to distract a little bit. Oh, okay. I knew the moment. Oh, you've got 400k morale. Okay. Can you not? Can you just not? Maybe? I don't want to use Sauron's. I don't want to use my. Oh, just. Oh wait, can I just do corruption removal? Wait, there we are. I did it to a 12. Be proud of me, peeps. Be so proud, because I'm proud of me. Please don't die. Be so sad if I died. Where's my scout? I need my scout. Scout, help me. I can't wait to get the worst reward. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I mean, I might get embers. I also might get moats. But I should also get some virtue experience. Because I should get that deed, right? Let's see.
How can I be of service?
So I did Bane of Twilight. I would love the title Bane of Twilight. That would be lovely. But unfortunately not. Bane of Twilight. 20 delving rights and thingy. Delving rights are a bit of an awkward one because I feel like I haven't got anything to spend them on. These ones, I don't know. They're not put these to 150, have they? No. And they're character bound. And these are bind on acquire. So kind of useless.
May I help you?
I have 2,500. 2,700, sorry. And the only things... I would buy those if they were like higher tier ones, obviously. Only other things is pets. Right? I can't buy... I can buy hope tokens. I'd rather craft them. But pets and decorations, I think it's these two I need to get still, so that's the thing. Anyway, that one's completed at the very least. Cool. I've done one mission for the week. Nice. Let's see what we get. I knew it. I knew. Okay, I'm not too upset because like hope tokens helped me get through it and like, but I'm not gonna say I'm not a little bit disappointed. I don't know if there's any others. I mean, I am going to do a tier 4, as I said, but I should have also picked up my...
Stay a moment.
I should have picked up that, shouldn't I? Really? I forgot that they're not auto-assigned to you. That's a little bit of a pain.
Mind my words.
I'm going to do leadership direction, but I'm going to do it on tier 4. Because, as I said, tier 4 is my final... one before I get the which one is it? Delver of the Deep, this one. So but yeah, I do think it's a good idea for me to just keep every delving stone on me. I do wish that these weren't sellable, because I don't want to accidentally sell this for 44 copper when it cost me 30 gold. So I honestly don't know why they are sellable, except just to, you know, make me suffer. But I don't know, maybe this is my little renaissance of doing delvings. Because I was really good at doing delvings for a while. Now I'm just not. Oh, it's the critical one. Oh, that's a bit of a pain. I mean, it's fine when I crit, but like, it's just annoying that I don't have a guaranteed way of getting rid of it. I don't know, maybe if I even do like, let's say, I don't know, if I only did one tier 12 a day sort of thing, that's 7 a week, which isn't too bad, I don't think. As long as I can find like the right ones to do, it can even go higher. Which one? Where is the netting glade? One. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Easy, easy, quick. Cool. I don't even know leadership direction. Medium, hard, easy to hard, medium to long. I think it's the boss that affects me on this one. That's really it. Like, The actual enemies aren't difficult. It's the boss, like, spawning in stuff and whatever. I think if you die, you have to restart it. Boss screen bars twice, resets twice, and some extra ways it adds. Potentially more difficult on other variants, as Zergs don't summon on death in variant B. I don't know. I normally just try and stay far enough away from him that when he resets, I'm like not immediately aggroed by the spawned enemies. We'll see. Now I just gotta find him. Is he in here? He's always, I swear he's always in here whenever I do it this way. No real point in doing this. He's gonna heal the other one. Oh, maybe actually. You're gonna get far enough away that you don't heal. I think he did. Oh. Oh, wait. No. I saw her signature. Why did you have to do this to me? Nope. Alright, can I stay far enough away? No, I can't. Can I... He's only got 147k morale. I know he's going to reset. But basically, if I can get him out of the equation... No, okay. I screwed myself over. I'm going to struggle with this. But maybe this is good, because if I die, I just reset enemies, right? Oh, maybe. I might survive. Not really. I'm gonna die. Oh, maybe, actually. If I do that, heal my thingy, and then... Right. It's the most scuffed kill of this guy ever. Okay, reset. Reset for me. Reset. Let me just heal up a teeny bit. I'll have one enemy spawn in here as long as I can heal up a teeny bit. Like, blood arrow in there. And then you spawn back. You can just drown. Like, would that not work? You're just gonna... Genuinely surprised that I didn't die. I know it's only tier 4, but honestly, I feel like I put myself into a very bad situation. Very surprised I didn't die. But that should complete that other deed. Right? It's tier 2. I forgot, not tier 4. I've done tier 4s. Tier 4 was the other thing. I have a tier... Oh, I'm so dumb. I wasted a thing. Whatever. I mean, what's it going to give me? Something useless? What? So I get hope tokens from a tier 12, and then a tier 4 that I accidentally did gives me an essence. Why? What did I do? Why is this a thing? Do I have anything that doesn't have a vitality essence? I do. I'm just gonna go vitality. Thank you, tier 4. You are very useful. What's like a difficult one? A difficult one that I have here. Accursed Flame. And then Troubled Waters. Honestly, all ones that I don't like anyway. I think Shadow of the Grey Flood. I actually don't know. But I'm going to do it at tier 2. And tier 2 should be the correct tier. I don't actually know which one this is. Oh. This is also one I don't like. But hopefully tier 2 should be fine. I'm okay at doing it on tier 7. This is not one I do on tier 4. Tier like 12. I just don't like enemies that can stop me from attacking them. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna go disappear now. You can't attack me because I said so. It's too bad you can't. I know why you can't, but it's too bad you can't stockpile like delving boxes. Because I know why. Because people would just immediately, as soon as tier 7 armor is available, just do that. It does kind of suck that I can't just like get ready. Yeah, see, I'm being aggroed to like the nearest one, which I can't do anything about. Oh, it's so annoying. I'm gonna die here, but that's fine. As long as I take out some of them, I don't mind. I definitely chose tier 2 on this, didn't I? Watch me not have picked a delving for this. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Did I pick a delving? I must have, because I've only got 3 things, right? 4 to 6, 7 to... Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, and they've got malices, so yeah, of course. Is my memory just that bad? I didn't remember picking that. Okay, that's actually not as bad as I remember. I think it's because I lumped this in with the other 2 after it. Because I think you do that when you unlock the next one, and then a 3rd one.
Megovanen.
I think it's just because I'm having to pull so many enemies together. So a dim light, and then every tier delving once, which isn't actually correct now because there's 11 and 12, but whatever. That is genuinely useful. So I got 35 delving rights, 300 embers, and a reputation acceleration tome, which I can give to Feyrand, and is actually quite useful. Why? What did I do? Why is this a thing? I kind of want to try another tier 12. But I think it's probably best to wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow is the tomb one, which is like really quick and easy, and yeah, all solo pulls as it says. So that definitely is like good. Yeah, Siege of Serlon though, that's looks like a no. That just looks like don't do that because you have to survive for 7 minutes. Can pull multiple sets easily. Path is good. Okay, so tomorrow. The tombs, bite the hand, 2 mobs per pull, mobs don't spawn, new mobs on kill, puddle does small damage. And Tharbad Tower Courtyard. Must kill every enemy in Courtyard, including Captain, before Scout appears. That one also doesn't seem too bad, as long as I don't get like attacked multiple times, like as soon as I respawn. But I should be able to control that a little bit. The 200 ancient script. I mean, that's probably better than what I got. It does remind me of one thing I'm going to do though, and I should probably at least finish my mission first. Why do I think that was log out? I want to go on Scarshoe, and I'm actually going to put my hope tokens where they should be. Because I keep forgetting to. I also need to go on Scarshoe and actually get him to 150. That's definitely a thing that needs doing. But if I can do like... Because, okay, let's say tomorrow there are 3 instances or 3 missions that we theoretically can do at tier 12. Or not even tier 12, let's say tier 10, right? It's not just on Tarvella that I can do that. Like, Renaborn isn't geared up enough, but like Palpatine and Avka are decently well geared that I should be able to do it at a lower tier, like at least 7. Or 8 or 9. Hopefully. It's definitely something I think I needed for myself to be like, you know, hey, I can do this at tier 12. Or higher. Oh, I also... No, I don't have the ingots for it. Oh, and I've already got reduced awareness. That's good. what I am going to do is I'm only going to go grab these hope tokens and I'm going to put them in there. And I think we'll finish off the evening because I kind of done everything I wanted to do. And then hopefully tomorrow we can get what we need to do done. I will just like get my oh, that's my shared storage. I will get my ill omens done on like Fairend and stuff in Tavella now that I have all the things unlocked. Yeah, these Westamnet ones are 6 hope. And I think they're fine. Like Jeweler, Umbar. Like if I do token. So like Gundabad Edhelan token. 6 hope, 540 thingy. Like I feel like the resistance rating isn't enough to make a noticeable difference between any of them. And like these are also 6. Like yeah, it's I don't know, a little over half, but ultimately I'm just here for the hope. So I think I should trade these over to like all of my characters I care about delvings on. So like Fairend, well not Fairend. Fairend should probably get some hope tokens, honestly. But just be like, right, so Tarvelad gets a set, and then Reneborn gets a set, Afka gets a set, Palpatine gets a set. For now, though, I'm just going to put them in my shared storage.
To you.
Where do I want to put them? I'll put them in here. They're next to my actual other hope tokens. But we saw they were doing +6 dreads, so having 6 hope just directly counteracts it. And if not, we get +1 or 2 hope sort of thing. But yeah, I will get my ill omens done at the very least real quick. And not do it at like 3 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning. It's probably for the best. And then, yeah, tomorrow, after server downtime and all that, we should hopefully be good. I actually need to check when I'm working. I think I'm working Thursday night, so I can actually stream like proper longer stream hopefully tomorrow. Maybe do a couple of delvings on other characters, or at least to just try and get something. It'd be nice to just get a load of essences. At least that way I can gear up Tavella a little bit more. Let's see. It's good that I don't know when I'm working. Yeah, Thursday night, so tomorrow I can hopefully get a little bit more progress done. But ultimately, the plan was to get Mirkwood done today, and that is what we did. And we've learned some very interesting information about delvings. So yeah, that's good. I'm very glad. And even if I can just start at tier 6s, tier 7s, if I can confidently get tier 7s on everything, by the time the raid is out, which whenever that is, I should be able to like supply myself, or everybody should be able to supply themselves with their own gear, basically. So that's a lot better than it was before. Right though, I'm gonna go. Thank you all for coming along to the stream, and I will see you tomorrow after the update. And is there an update tomorrow, or is it just downtime? Should we see? It looks like it's just regular old downtime. Hey, but the Sublime Patron Coffer is back. That lasted long. Wasn't that like the last one just to go up as well? That's kind of crazy that they're immediately like, hey, let's add that again. Anyway, yes, I will see you guys tomorrow. Unless, I don't know, the world explodes. Hopefully not. Right. Bye-bye. I don't know where my buttons are. I'm scared.